was 25. I learned how to open my consciousness to the point where I could ask questions that were immediately answered. Immediately. And it seemed quite quickly that the challenge was to learn how to focus what I was thinking about. Because whatever I chose, I was going to gain insight on. That was 1999. It's 20 years later, and I have a lot that I would like to share with you. There are many different ways we can go in the future. The Earth creates entire opportunities for you to live out multiple lifetimes, timelines that include multiple lifetimes that are either far more pleasant or contain a fair amount of suffering. Another option is that you could leave. All of these are very valuable courses to understand, because when you don't understand the choices you're making, you don't even know that you're making choices. I am telling you, you're making choices about where you'll go based on how you think and feel in relation to the challenges reality gives you. And I'd like to help inform you in how to make better choices. There is a beautiful future. I won't talk about the others. I will tell you, you might not go into the beautiful future if you don't intentionally work for it. The work is the same work that many people have probably informed you about already. Be a good person. Care about each other. Care about the earth. Deal with your karma. Face your challenges. Heal the sicknesses that arise in you and your loved ones. And work with the challenges the world brings you that are beyond the scope of your expectations. Own them. Help to improve the way that life is going near you. And demonstrate that you care enough to be a part of something that lasts much longer than this lifetime. The beautiful future that is available to us is full of fewer people. It is full of extraordinary growth. New flowers, plants, fruits, and vegetables that we participate in transforming. We learn how to be more active participants in the way life flows. And we discard the sense that we are the technological overlords, because we're not. Of all the many possibilities that creation itself lays the groundwork for, we are in one of the most extraordinarily advanced technological societies already. Not because of the human stuff, but because of this. Life itself is an evolved technology. Life on Earth is an extraordinary opportunity to be present and exist and to love. And as you gain scope of awareness on what is and is not real, and where the boundaries, the veils of our consciousness prevent us from seeing more, you start to reprioritize. What you care about changes dramatically when you know the truth. And the truth is here for you to witness, and I'm inviting you into more of it. First of all, you gain the blessings of this now. This is not yet another version of how to get into heaven. Oh, it is a path into what, for all intents and purposes, is heaven. And much of the point is that you live it now by believing in it. By believing in it, you enable the resonance to exist within yourself, and you begin to feel it. And as you begin to feel it, you retune yourself, your consciousness, your thoughts, your priorities, your choices. The pull of the energy that guides you in this lifetime retunes into a future that is much more beautiful and presences that beauty with you now. What Gaia is doing is creating the chance for many beings to choose to participate in this beauty. The future that is available is about embracing in humility that we are participants who have been invited to be here. And there is an extraordinary and deep beauty to life as it exists now. That's not to say don't change it. Human beings are here to participate in transforming these potentials, but we must begin from a depth of humility that embraces how magnificent the bodies that we are inhabiting already are. It is devastating to continue to maintain the false belief that human beings are somehow at the pinnacle of some kind of evolved consciousness here. We're not. We are inhabiting bodies that were created for us by beings who transcend human incarnation. They have incarnated some as humans, but they created this potential as aspects of Gaia. And we've been invited into it. And thus the sacred potential of what we are right now far exceeds anything that we can create with computers or drugs. We have the capacity within ourselves to connect to every living creature, certainly every living human, instantly, right away. It's built in. We don't need any add-ons or upgrades. It's already here. It's up to us to learn, to transform ourselves, to evolve into the potential that exists in human beings as we already are. We could communicate in a wide range of ways instantaneously. We can share love from the depths of these spaces. We are already living in an exquisite gift, and by not cherishing it, we fail to embrace the potential itself. Unless you believe in what is already here, you can't even see what is going to become possible in the centuries ahead. And if you cannot imagine beyond this lifetime with a full trust that you will reincarnate here, well then, maybe you won't. It's the trust, the bedrock of faith, that allows you to transcend the limitations of this lifetime, to access memories of other lifetimes, and to recognize some part of why you've been on this journey. It is this trust that unlocks the doors to the most magnificent future that you can imagine. When I see this future, and I can see it, when I see this future, technology is not prominent. Technology as we know it. It's not central. Nature is central. Exquisite gardens are central. Elegant buildings that are truly inspiring. Well, that's there. But it's as an extension of nature. And as I tune into these spaces, I learn about the people who will be there. Because I'm one of them. I know that this is where I'm going. And as I attune, I recognize that the focus of attention is in a very different place. Evolution is about vibration and song. Forms of art that enable us to share in ever more exquisite ways with a deeper and ever more subtle respect for the ways in which our emotions and our hopes and our joys intertwine. When we shift our attention to emphasize these thresholds of learning and growing, so much opens simply in our vision. Until you create space within your imagination for this potential, you may not even be able to see it at all. You must, in this case, create space for this potential before you believe it. And I'm inviting you to continue to listen to these recordings. This is the beginning of a new series called What is Gaia Doing? The next installment is about Gaia as a crystal ball. I invite you to tune in and join us.